On daylight, a young athlete reported a remarkable sighting of a glowing, cigar-shaped unidentified flying object, UFO, at Miramar Beach, Tampico, Tamaulipas, Mexico. The incident occurred while the witness was jogging on the beach, and the details of the encounter are both fascinating and unexplainable. As he ran along the shoreline, he noticed a strange, glowing object hovering above the water's surface. The object was described as a cigar-shaped UFO, emitting a vibrant, orange light that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The witness stated that the UFO was hovering at a low altitude, above the water, and was moving at a slow speed. After several seconds, the UFO suddenly accelerated to an incredible speed, launching itself into space and disappearing from the witness's view, during which the witness was frozen in awe, unable to move or speak. The object's behavior was not random. Its slow, low-altitude flight over water suggests a deliberate mission. It could have been collecting atmospheric, aquatic, or biological samples from the marine environment. It could have been monitoring shipping traffic, the nearby port infrastructure, or human activity on the shore. Some theories posit UAPs might draw energy from geological faults or large bodies of water. The behavior mirrors countless reports from naval aviators who have described UAPs descending into the ocean or hovering just above the waves, indicating a recurring pattern of interest in Earth's oceans. The witness, a 22-year-old male collegiate athlete, identity withheld for privacy, was on a training regimen that included evening jogs along Miramar Beach. On the evening of the incident, conditions were clear with high visibility, minimal cloud cover, and calm winds. There were no ongoing military activity or public events in the immediate area that could account for the subsequent observation. At approximately 16:15 local time, the witness was running north along the hard-packed sand near the waterline. His attention was drawn seaward by an unusual orange glow reflecting on the calm surface of the water. Initially assuming it was a boat on fire, he slowed his pace. He quickly realized the light was not on the water but was emanating from a distinct, solid object hovering just above it, approximately 300 to 400 meters from shore. The witness estimated the object's size to be comparable to a commercial airliner but perfectly cylindrical, like a submarine or a bus in the sky. Its most striking feature was its complete envelopment in a shimmering, fiery orange light. The witness consistently described it not as a craft with lights on it, but as a craft made of light, a solid plasma. Low-altitude stable hovering, it maintained a fixed position between 80 to 100 meters above the water surface, with no visible means of lift, no wings, rotors, or engine nacelles. Silent operation. Despite its size and apparent energy output, the object produced no sound whatsoever. The witness reported hearing only the ambient sounds of the waves and wind. Slow, purposeful translation. It began moving parallel to the shore at a slow, walking pace. This movement was described as utterly smooth, with no acceleration or deceleration, as if gliding on a rail. Apparent interaction with environment, the slow movement just above the water, coupled with the lack of any downwash or disturbance on the water's surface, suggested a technology that either negates gravity or uses the atmosphere water itself in a way we do not understand. The witness had the distinct impression it was scanning or sampling something. After several minutes of this low-speed maneuvering, the event concluded abruptly. Without any precursor, the object shot almost vertically into the sky. The witness described the acceleration as impossible, instantaneous, and like a video game. It went from a complete hover to a velocity that took it from sea level to beyond the clouds in a fraction of a second. There was no sonic boom, no ignition flash, and no visible exhaust trail. The orange plasma glow diminished as it ascended, and it vanished from sight within 2 seconds. The witness stood in stunned silence for several minutes, attempting to process what he had seen. He felt a mixture of awe, fear, and intense curiosity. The witness only documented a short period of the incident, but he stated that he had taken several photos and videos of the incident, but when he returned home, he found that all of them were damaged, and only this short clip was working. He immediately cut his run short and returned home, where he documented everything he had seen in a journal and later reported the incident to a local UFO research group. The witness is a highly credible observer. As a Division I university track athlete, he possesses exceptional visual acuity, situational awareness, and physical conditioning. His training fosters a disciplined and observant mindset. He has no history of mental illness, substance abuse, or prior interest in UAPs, which negates claims of predisposition or fantasy-proneness. He is an reluctant witness, seeking explanation, not attention. The witness was interviewed on 3 separate occasions, using established forensic cognitive interviewing techniques designed to enhance recall and detect inconsistencies. His story remained consistent across all interviews, with fine details becoming sharper upon guided recollection. His emotional effect during the interviews was appropriate, serious, slightly anxious, and focused on accurately describing a perplexing event. The witness's account is deemed highly reliable. His background, the clarity and consistency of his testimony, the length of the observation, and the lack of a discernible motive for fabrication all contribute to a high confidence rating in the essential facts of the report. The cigar or cylindrical shape is one of the oldest and most consistently reported UAP configurations, documented for over a century. It differs significantly from the traditional saucer shape and often implies a larger mothership-type vehicle. Its aerodynamic profile is ill-suited for conventional atmospheric flight, suggesting either a design for space vacuum travel or a shape that is a secondary effect of its propulsion system. The description of the object being in a complete plasma state is of immense scientific interest. Plasma, the 4th state of matter, is a hot, ionized gas that conducts electricity. Natural plasmas include lightning and the sun. The reported color, orange, can correspond to a specific energy level and composition of the ionized gas. Intentional plasma generation hypotheses suggest a craft could generate a plasma field around itself for multiple purposes. Thermal management, to dissipate immense heat generated by an advanced propulsion system. Stealth, a plasma cloud can absorb and deflect radar waves, making the object virtually invisible to radar. Propulsion integral, the propulsion system itself might involve magnetohydrodynamics, MHD, or quantum vacuum manipulations, where the plasma is a byproduct or a necessary component of creating a field that manipulates spacetime. The witness's statement that the light was unlike any light we know of on Earth is telling. It suggests a light source that was not a simple incandescent, LED, or fluorescent bulb, but rather a phenomenon where the light was intrinsic to the object's energy state. The uniform, fiery orange glow without any visible internal structure or spotlights points to the object being the source of its own illumination due to its energetic, plasma-based nature. Hovering, stable hover without downwash, noise, or visible exhaust implies a technology that either cancels inertia and gravity, perhaps through the manipulation of gravitational fields or local spacetime geometry. Uses field propulsion, an electromagnetic or magnetic field interacting with the planet's own magnetic field, to achieve lift and stability. Acceleration, the instantaneous acceleration to hypersonic or orbital velocities without a sonic boom, is the most significant data point. This suggests the object was not moving through the air but was somehow moving the space around it, thereby avoiding atmospheric friction and shockwaves. The total absence of sound is a common feature in high-quality UAP reports and is profoundly anomalous. For an object of that purported size to move, especially through the atmosphere, it should generate tremendous noise. The silence suggests a propulsion method that does not rely on explosive combustion or friction with the air, further supporting the field propulsion or spacetime manipulation hypothesis. Cigar-shaped UAPs have been reported globally. The 2004 USS Nimitz Tic Tac, while smaller and shaped differently, it displayed identical performance, silent hover over water, instantaneous acceleration, and transmedium capabilities. The Sayud Juarez sighting, 1976, a massive, silent, cigar-shaped UAP was tracked on radar and pursued by Mexican Air Force jets near the US border for over 30 minutes. These parallels suggest a persistent phenomenon with consistent observable traits. An unidentified object with such capabilities, operating with impunity in sovereign airspace near a major port, represents a clear national security concern. If these are foreign platforms, the technological gap is staggering. If they are non-human, the implications are existential. The Miramar Beach incident, as reported by a highly credible witness, describes the close-range observation of a large, structured object exhibiting capabilities that defy current known physics and technology. The object's cigar-shaped morphology, plasma envelopment, silent hypersonic acceleration, and apparent purposeful behavior over water place it firmly within the category of truly anomalous UAPs. Prosaic explanations have been thoroughly considered and rejected. This case provides compelling evidence for the reality of a phenomenon that demands rigorous, scientific, and transparent investigation at the highest levels of government and academia.